The original Xbox. I've put a lot of money into the system, and to be honest, I love all the games I've gotten for it. I'd say I've beaten most of them, and yeah, I love the system, but I feel like it's time I put my money into a new system, start a collection for it. But before we get into that, let's just talk about my history with the original Xbox. Back in the day, I didn't really play it much. I only had two experiences with it, playing Halo and some other game. And I would imagine the system was terribly underrated in the early 2000s because if you look at the graphics from the GameCube and the PlayStation 2, they're decent for the time. But for the original Xbox, it's just far more better. Some games for the original Xbox look like they're from the 360 era. Some games look like they're supposed to be released for the Xbox 360. So graphic-wise, this system was top-notch for what it was. And let's not forget that this system invented online gaming in a way. I mean, sure there was things before like X-Band and stuff like that, but I feel like this system was really the early starter of online gaming. Because in order to play online games for the PS2, you had to get this adapter, and for the GameCube, you would need another adapter. But with the original Xbox, you just needed an Ethernet cord. And of course, another infamous game we can't forget about, Halo. That's another game that kind of reinvented the FPS genre back in the early 2000s. Like every time you play Call of Duty or I don't know, Modern Warfare, even Fortnite, you could tell hints of Halo in there because of how much it invented FPS games. All I'm saying is the system is a gem, and there's a lot of hidden stuff about the system that a lot of people don't really know about. Like, for example, the background noise that people are creeped out about, that's actually from the NASA Apollo mission. It's just, I forgot what it is, but it's basically free to download audio from the NASA Apollo mission, and yeah, to some people it sounds creepy, but whatever. One thing I do want to talk about before we move on to the system I'm moving on to, well, you can obviously tell by the thumbnail, but one thing I want to bring up about the original Xbox is how I got it and a little bit about its history. So I wanted to buy the original Xbox because of a few YouTube friends. Obviously, you know who they are. And I went to this retro gaming store, and they gave me this pre-used Xbox, and I guess you can only delete the files off there or whatever. But when I got it, I found this person's old save files and their old music, stuff like that. To me, this original Xbox is a time capsule of what they were in the early 2000s. You could obviously tell what music this person was into, all the games and stuff like that. And again, all this person's save files were still there. Like when I first got it, I got Doom 3, and obviously when I tried to start the game, the person's save files were already there, and they put in thousands and thousands of hours of Doom 3. Same thing with Halo and a couple other games. And of course, with the music, it's mostly 2000s hip hop and rock. Just a little bit of Lil Jon, Dr. Dre, and Green Day, stuff like that. Good variety of music. Now, what I'm saying is, this is a pre-used Xbox, and to be honest, I don't mind that. Now, one grail of mine for the system is, I guess, find the previous owner and just, give it back to him and give him all. Basically, if I ever find the previous owner of this Xbox, I'm gonna give them the system back and all the games I had with it. So, it's probably never gonna happen. But if I somehow through this world meet the previous owner, that's what's gonna happen. I know it sounds stupid, but that's a big grail of mine. And another grail for this system is, well, there's this game I played back in the day with a family member. I don't remember what it was, but it was an FPS game, and it took place in a dark, dingy, greenish yellow sewer hallway. And I can't remember the name of the game, but if I ever find it, then yeah, that's obviously going to be a huge grail. But that's probably, again, never going to happen. Anyway, though, enough of the original Xbox. Let's talk about the system I'm moving on to. The N64. You could obviously, again, tell by the thumbnail. But the reason I'm moving on to this system is because I feel like there's a good variety of games that I could get into. A lot of sports games, platformers, racers, and yeah, it just seems like a great system to get into. And you could collect more than games. You could collect the consoles, the controllers, stuff like that. And you know, I was gonna get into collecting the variants of the original Xbox, but I don't know where to put it. And let's not forget, the original Xbox is fucking massive. So yeah, I can't really put that anywhere. But what I'm saying is the N64 is gonna be great to collect for. Now, is it gonna be a little bit more expensive? Yes. So with the original Xbox, you know, I would spend a decent amount of money for a big old stack of games. And in my opinion, my original Xbox collection is basically complete with all the games I want. I'm just missing a few ones like Mad Dash Racing and a few expensive titles like Stubbs the Zombie. But besides that, I'm just missing a few original Xbox games. And again, to be honest, you know, if I decide to buy, I don't know, let's just say a SpongeBob game or something, or I don't know, a Jimmy Neutron game, I'm obviously gonna want the original Xbox version because the graphics are a lot more clear. But if I ever run into those games, then yeah, I'm obviously going to want it for the original Xbox. Now, back to the N64. The N64 is going to be a bit more expensive to collect for. That's obviously, you know, not a question. Like, if, let's just say I spend, I don't know, $45 on a decent amount of N64 games, I'm obviously going to come out with, like, very little because, again, you know, the N64 is a lot more expensive. So, again, let's just say I put in $45 on the N64. I'm gonna walk out with, I don't know, let's just say 3 or 4 games, but with the original Xbox, I'm gonna walk out with a huge stack full of games. But yeah, I'd say I'm moving on to, well, with the N64, I'm moving on to less greener pastures. I know that was a terrible joke. I apologize. I for some reason I thought that was funny. Anyway, I can't wait to really get into the system and start collecting for it, because again, you could collect way more than just the games. You could collect the controllers, the console itself. You could collect the box stuff. You know, there's a lot of things you could get into with the N64. But yeah, just can't wait to start collecting for it. Anyway, if you guys made it this far into the video, I would really appreciate it if you could maybe leave a like, subscribe, and I don't know, tell me what console you're collecting for down in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Soul making, sound shaking, earth quaking, change.
Hold on, I've got to drop something.
Ethan,
Yeah?
get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit.
Who?
Now.
Let me think about it.
Bathroom and shit now.
No thanks. Maybe later.
Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you.
I can't. I'm too loaded down right now.
I can smell you shitting yourself.
And?
Get up and go to the bathroom.
Make me.
Go.
No.
To the bathroom.
Not yet.
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Forget it. Not yet.
I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. Hold on.
Shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your
Not yet.
asshole.
So,
Go to the bathroom.
I don't like your tone of voice.
Go!
I don't know what to say.